Welcome to the Practisim Designer tutorial series. In this video, we'll talk about the sightline object. Let's load up the stage to begin. This is CM2101, one of the new USPSA classifiers. I like to use this as an example because most of you who shoot USPSA would recognize this. One of the important benefits of using a tool like Practisim Designer to design your stages, and because you're designing it in 3D, one of the benefits is being able to look at it from the ground level, just as you would as a shooter. So from here, if I stand here, I can see all the targets that are available to me, and those targets are not available to me. And so I can verify if my designs are correct. I don't want to inadvertently expose a target from a certain position or somewhere that you didn't want a shooter to take advantage of. Using tools like SketchUp or anything else, it's very hard to actually see the accurate sightlines. You don't know what you don't know until you build that stage. And so with Practisim Designer, because of the nature of it, you can actually see it in real life. And second thing is, that's one of the benefits of having the gun model, right? Where you can bring it up and then you can actually even look, or even in simulation mode, you can even look at it through the red dot and say, hey, maybe if I want to look at this, I can lean out and so forth. So that's one way of verifying your sightline. But there is also a very powerful tool in Practisim Designer called the sightline object. It is essentially an object that you can drop on the stage and it will tell you what you can see from that position. You'll find that tool in the stage marker area. So if you go over to the prop menu, you hit tilde or enter, go over to your stage markers, and the first object here is called a sightline. Now you can drop this onto a stage any way you want, and as you can see, let me just fly up a little bit so you can see it from the top. As you can see, it will automatically tell you and scan and tell you where what targets are visible from that location, right? And so for instance, if I put the sightline object here and I drop it, you will see that it's available to see these 4 targets and those 3 and that one over there, and not these 3. This is how this stage was designed to be, right? And you can clone this and drop another one here, and then from this position it shows you that you can see those 4, and you can also change the color. So let's say instead of red, I just change this to blue. Now from this position you can see those 4 targets and you can't see anything else. And let's do the last one over here. Let's verify what you can see from here and drop it. Maybe change the color. I can change it to green. And so now there we go. So from an editing perspective, you can drop sightline objects anytime you want, anywhere on the stage, and you can verify your sightlines from that position. It also updates itself as you move the targets. You just let go and you recalculate the position like that, and you can see, oh, because I moved this that far back, now that target's available to this blue one. That's what is highlighted there for you. And I think this is a super powerful tool. And obviously, just like any other prop within Practisim Designer, the sightline object behaves like a prop. You can rotate it around. As you can see, it's just basically your view from the 180 degrees, right? And so you can customize the view. You can customize the height if you want to see it from the bottom, or what you can see from the top. That's all up to you, however you want to place it. So I think this is really powerful. Let me load up another stage to show you how that works too. This is a stage I designed for the Washington State match last year. It's called Proportionalism. And so as you can see, I like to use this stage because it's angled, it's not very square, so it has all kinds of targets everywhere blocked by different walls and so forth. And so let's drop a sightline object here. And so if you drop the sightline object here, naturally you can see those targets, right? And then if you move it back here, you can now verify what you can see from that position. Obviously you can't see those poppers anymore from here. And if I just keep going back here, now you can see these are all the targets that are exposed to me. So very powerful tool, very handy to use to verify your sightlines. I hope you all find a lot of use for it, and this is how you use them. That's it for this video.